Hey there, Kissable Misters, it's your boy B3, coming at you with the first Marvel action figure review from the new apartment. Yes, it is the Hasbro Marvel Legends Captain America Brave New World Red Hulk. Yes, if you've seen the movie, you probably know that he's actually not very much like the comic Red Hulk. He's basically just a normal Hulk, but red. Nah. But I think this figure looks like it'll make a decent comic Red Hulk. I am a huge Red Hulk comic fan. So I definitely wanted to pick this guy up. Got him for normal retail price. Pretty cool. Nice box. Captain America, Brave New World, Red Hulk, Harrison Bjord. A little read up on the back. Kind of a huge spoiler. Yeah, I love how they used Red Hulk heavily in the marketing, even though him becoming a Hulk was like a huge kind of big reveal in the film, but they used him so heavily in the marketing that I was like, oh, well, okay. Huh. Anyhow, let's bust this guy out of package. And here he is out of package, the Captain America Brave New World Red Hulk. There's things I like about the figure, there's things I don't like about the figure. Articulation-wise, he actually seems pretty good. You know, you've got a nice up and down, nice wobble, side to side. The head has some really good movements there. Up and down on the arms, nice rotation. Got a thigh swivel, a nice double elbow bend. Wrist rotation with a nice forward and back on it. You have a pretty damn good torso movement, I have to say. It's actually quite nice. You can see the chest hairs painted up under it, so he always has some chest hair connecting. You've got a waist swivel. You've got a nice movement here on the leg, in and out, forward, not very far back, because Hasbro still uses hard plastic bussies, not rubber bussies like McFarlane and NECA. But you do have a thigh swivel, a double knee bend. Come on, show him the double knee bend. Ow. Sorry, the legs are still really tight. Wow. And then you have kind of a boot swivel, but it doesn't move very much. It's like there, but like it's not supposed to be, or something. Like it's a boot swivel, but it's not like it's designed to be a boot swivel. It's just like we're two parts connected and happen to move a little. You have an ankle pivot up and down on the feet. And of course, some peg holes. Not that he'll really need them unless you're doing some really dynamic posing. But if this was just a comic Red Hulk, it would be alright. You see, the head sculpt really looks absolutely nothing like Harrison Ford. He looks like some Instagram guy. I don't know. He looks nothing like Harrison Ford to me. I can't even tell you who I think he looks like, but that's not at all Harrison Ford. What's with this hair? That's not Harris. That's just not Harrison Ford's face. It's just not. It's really not. The one thing keeping this from being a convincing comic one is that he doesn't have the like molten colored eyes. But this is the movie Hulk. I didn't expect him to have molten colored eyes. I did expect his pants to be more torn though, because in the film he had like torn pants. These are more like the kind of form-fitting pants they give someone who they know is going to be a Hulk, so that they don't rip out of their shorts, you know what I mean? Like in Age of Ultron, Avengers movie. I did review that Hulk figure and it is for sale. Let me know if you want it. But, yeah, no, these don't really look like the pants he was wearing in the film at all. So yeah, detail and paint-wise, I mean, the sculpt is cool. It's not accurate to the film, but it's cool. He would be easy to customize into a comic Red Hulk. You'd literally just have to paint the eyes, and maybe you could paint the nails black if you wanted to be more accurate to the comic. But yeah, if you just painted those eyes like a molten kind of orange color, he would be a comic book Red Hulk in an instant. So it's a good sculpt, I guess, for like a general Hulk, but that head is not Harrison Ford. There's really not much paint detail. It's kind of just a blank red, blank black. It's got a nice texture to it and stuff, but meh. The chest hair is well done though, I gotta say that. Anyway, he does have several accessories. You see he has this kind of growling head and the two open hands, of course, but they also have swappable ones. He has this really boring calm head that looks like a guy who got a lot of work done. You know what I mean? I would have rather had like an open mouth screaming head, I think, for the Hulk, because this, I don't know, if you're just gonna water the Red Hulk down in the film to be a normal Rage Hulk, give us some Rage heads, you know? I mean, that would be nice. Or at least put a smirk on it. Put some kind of, naughty cat's here clearly, put some kind of personality to it. And then, of course, this is a Hulk, so he has two fist hands, one of which I will probably display him with. One thing that also seems a little weird to me, the legs don't go completely straight. You see that? You see how it always has a big curve to it? The legs don't go completely straight, which is odd, right? Yeah, that's a little odd. Anyhow, it's time for everybody's favorite part, size comparisons. Normally I'd compare him with a bunch of Hulk-related figures like, you know, Compound Hulk and Zimnu, but since I just moved, a lot of those were left at my parents'. I don't have a lot of my figures here yet. I really, honestly, as far as Marvel goes, have a few Spider-Men, but they are all Marvel Legends, and they're 3 different walks of life. We have a comic book Spider-Man, a TV show Spider-Man, a movie Spider-Man, and then a mystery figure I'll show at the end. First up, how about our comic Spider-Man with the second version of the Kane Scarlet Spider? Yeah, that's cool. They actually look really cool together, especially with the colors. And then for our TV show Spider-Man, it is the Marvel Legends Japanese Spider-Man. Toku Spider-Man, Tokusatsu Spider-Man, Toei Spider-Man, Supaida-Man, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, so these are both Hasbro Marvel Legends, looking good next to Red Hulk. Then, let's show him with a movie figure. Here is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man. This is the remake of the figure from No Way Home, the single-carded version, not the 3-pack version, and not the old version from when Amazing Spider-Man 2 actually came out. Still fine. So he looks fine with these normal-sized 6-inch Marvel Legends. But now our last figure I'm going to show is actually not Marvel. It's DC. Yeah, in the last DC review I did, I showed a Marvel figure, so I'm going to show a DC with this guy. Here is the Detective Comics 27 first appearance Batman from McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line. And he seems kind of big for the Hulk, you know. This Hulk is a 6-inch scale figure and Batman is 7-inch scale. And even though Hulk is bigger than him, he's not that hulking compared to Spider-Man. I mean, to Batman, sorry. You know, I'd want him to be much bigger. This Batman would probably look better with the Marvel Select Red Hulk. So, all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Hasbro Marvel Legends Captain America Brave New World Red Hulk figure? Meh. Meh. His pants aren't torn like in the film. His pants, actually his whole legs, don't straighten out. The articulation is good. I like that. The head sculpts look nothing like Harrison Ford, and one of them is just this weird expressionless face. I think the hand selection is good. There could be more paint on him. He's just fine. He's just alright. If they used this sculpt for a comic Red Hulk and they painted his nails black and his eyes orange, I'd probably think it was better than this. But like, I saw the film and comparing it to how he looked in that's not Harrison Ford's head. Those aren't the pants he was wearing. This just doesn't look that much like that Red Hulk. See? Like, look at him on the box here, right? Those are torn pants. That is Harrison Ford. Actually, he looked even more like Harrison Ford in the film. This doesn't look like a final image even, and still, it doesn't even really look like that. So yeah, for me, this figure, I feel the same way I do about this figure as I did the movie. Like, it's fine. But that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I will see you all next time. Oop. Bye for now.